How y'all doing out there? My name is Arthur Kendrick Watkins, and I'm just here to address my issues, my views, and concerns with the churches being burned down. A lot of people are concerned right now, Christians are concerned with the churches being burnt down. That right now is history repeating itself. But in order for you to understand that, you need to know the dealings with religion and Christianity and understanding where it came from, where it stemmed from. When the Europeans invaded Africa 1700, and well into the 1800s, before slavery was abolished, Africans came over here with absolutely nothing. No food, no clothes, and definitely no reading material. No Bible whatsoever. Slave owners' intentions was not to have educated slaves. So you wasn't supposed to know how to read, write, comprehend, or understand anything, etc. at this point. So actually, Christianity and religion and reading the Bible was actually created as a way to tame and control, to impose fear into the slaves, to keep their plantation ran calmly. Every Sunday, the slave owner would chain the legs of the slaves to stoops or cement-made benches and read the Bible to them and impose the Christianity religion upon them. If you could look and look at the faces of the slaves during that period, they was not paying attention. They was not there mentally. They was somewhere else, actually thinking about the life that they just left and now was put upon them. So this is where the Christianity and the religion actually stem from. Once the slave owners became comfortable with the turn of events, the fact that the religion and Christianity was a taking on the mental behalf of the African Americans, they became comfortable and allowed African Americans to build churches in the back of the plantations. So church, Christianity, religion became a way of life for the slaves. A slave would actually love Sunday because Sunday was the day that they didn't have to do so much work. So they would get up Sunday, be happy, be joyous, and come to that service because actually they had no work to do that day. So this is where the mental mentality start to take place on the African Americans about Sunday, church, and religion. Now inside these churches that were built in the back of the plantations, they would have service there. Not only they would have service there because the slave masters got so comfortable with the religion and Christianity they imposed on the people that the churches was not supervised anymore. When it first began, the slave master would read the Bible to him. He would have his handlers there. So you had to attend that Sunday service to get that reading of the Bible. Okay, so once this take place, they become comfortable, so church is not supervised no more. So not only was the church service was held, they began to comfort each other, they began to educate each other, they began to congregate and come up with ways to actually make their condition better. A lot of times revolutions started in those churches on the back of the plantations. Back then, black men, Africans, were ready to sacrifice themselves for the women and the children. So inside these churches, they also plotted ways to escape the plantation. They knew that the slave owners had guns, but what African Americans had was heart, courage, determination, and pride. So this took place inside these churches. So as you can see, you can tell where the the good things start to take places in these churches, stemming from on the plantation. So once slavery ended, the churches began to be built in a lot of African American, predominantly black neighborhoods where good things would come out. Communities were being built. Leaders were brought up. Elected officials where decisions on which direction that the African Americans would go to make life better began to happen in these churches. So once the Europeans saw that what the promise was coming up out of these churches, they began to get mad. So they began to riot and burn down churches. Once again, they feel like what they give you, they could take away. So as you can see, churches was actually became the backbone of the community when they was doing great things for the community. Now, right now with them burning down churches, it's sad to say they burning down churches, but for what? The black churches is not even doing what they set out to do when the churches was created on the back of the plantation, which is to try to make conditions better, hold council meetings, feed people, educate people, make people strong mentally. As you can see now, a lot of black churches in our community, they not even from the neighborhoods. Churches that's built in the predominantly black neighborhoods, they probably not even from that area anyway, so they could care less of what's going on outside the church and the community. So this is one of the issues that I have with the churches, even though it was imposed on us. But at the same time, African Americans and black people always make great things happen out of their conditions. So they burning these churches down, and it's not even beneficial to the African American community anymore. Actually, it's just a place to get a lot of African Americans together in one spot and then burn it down. I say this to say that. Why even go to church if it was imposed on us anyway? Author Kendrick Watkins, and those are my views. Peace.